Hi Scorpio, welcome to your monthly reading for September 2020. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. If this is about you and another person, this could resonate with yours or their moon, rising, or Venus sign. 3 of Cups, 4 of Swords. Taking a break from dating, perhaps. Taking a break with friends, or just kind of only hanging with friends. Perhaps you're celebrating finally getting some peace and rest. Finding it happy to just be among friends and your tribe and giving everything else a rest. What else for Scorpio? Find solace and comfort with your friends, perhaps. All right, Scorpio. The Fool. Okay. Gemini, Virgo, or Aries here. Queen of Cups. Ace of Cups. Well, hello. Ace of Swords. What's going on there? 9 of Pentacles. Justice. This could be Libra. I feel like you can't see that because of the glare. Okay. 3 of Swords. All right. So that's wisdom. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, come on, my little nub of nails. I can't pick anything up. All right. So we got the Queen of Cups here, which I read as Cancerian, and then we got Justice right there, Libra. 2 aces, which could suggest potential, but eyes wide front, eyes wide open. What's this Queen of Cups about? What's Queen of Cups? I was just going to say it is something because we've got this new beginning here, right? So what is it? It's like, oh, okay. So is this a new job? Is this a new job you feel connected to, or are you dealing with a Cancerian? Or is there, did you just meet somebody that you feel connected to, a kinship? Is this a friend taking things to the next level? What's this Ace of Cups about, Scorpio? Knight of Cups, so there's Scorpio. Ah, okay. Ace of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. You're having... this, I was just going to say, this is about self-love, and I feel like this is you're having a hard time seeing I feel like this might be giving someone the benefit of the doubt too early. This is like over kind of being over inclusive with someone, being over welcoming in an attempt to really figure them out. Like, you bring them closer, and how do you do that? You kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's this sort of overkill, I guess. I don't, hold on. All right, what's this 9 of Pentacles? 9 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. This feels like boundaries need to be kind of erected here, because if this is something new and you do feel like this is off to a good start, I think this is about it moving too quickly. And I think the answer is more you pulling back and going, hey, this makes me feel really good, and I feel really good, and I haven't felt really good in a long time. Not they make me feel good. It's like, oh, hey, being liked and attended to makes me feel really good about myself, not this person. They're not doing it to you or for you. It just happens to be a good fit. And I feel like for the Scorpios I'm reading for, that needs to be pointed out, because I feel like this is I think when you make a connection, you go all in, and we need a little bit of patience and a little bit of pulling back here because there's also assumptions that get made that aren't necessarily true, especially if you haven't gotten time or gotten to know the person yet and things haven't been vetted. So just, I feel like this isn't about like, oh, you're on the road to romance here and this is a really good fit. I feel like this is more about you keep your eyes wide front and keep it focused on you. And if you feel good, that's good. But like that feeling first before you like the person, because it's the actions that make you feel that way. And if it's good action, it can make you feel good. But if it's someone that's demeaning or not, then they don't deserve your interaction or time. Because then it starts to make you feel bad about yourself. Not that, hey, this person's not being very nice. It's like, oh, you take it on. And you try to reroute it back to when you were feeling good and when they were treating you well, or, you know, had good behavior towards you. And instead of cutting it loose, it's like you take it and try to control it and reroute it. It's like, nope. So, sorry. This is about with whatever you just started new that feels like a good fit. Make sure that you are still focusing on you and how you feel about it, because this is all about building you back up, not kind of finding someone that's nice and being like, oh, I got this. And then no matter what they throw at you, you're going to make it okay. No. They have to earn your interaction with them. 9 of Pentacles, 2. Okay, so are we learning a new way to interact here? I like it. I think this is about you being self-sufficient and not looking to other. For the Scorpios I'm reading for, not looking to other to be a compliment or to give to you. Not looking for others to kind of define you or make you feel secure. And I feel like I shouldn't be saying that because, I mean, I'm talking to a Scorpio, but we're also human and we fall for that. And I think it's pretty powerful for everybody when we feel that connection. When there is that sort of like, oh, you get me. I feel seen. I feel heard. I feel found. All of that. There's a lot we'll negotiate for that, you know, especially if you're coming from being in deficit with that. So I think this is you keeping yourself the focus. I think that is going to also help with self-esteem issues, self-love issues. You're not going to be so easily willing to negotiate that for just someone making you feel a certain way temporarily. And then when that starts to backslide, you know, you're like, okay, I can get it back on track. No, it's not for you to get back on track. They're making the poor behavioral choices. You don't have to stick around for that, you know? What's this Justice card about for Scorpio? That's right, you serve justice. What's this Justice card? Okay. Nice. Okay, I gotta say I like this because this is about you no longer being surprised or you no longer feeling betrayed. Because why? Eyes wide front, eyes wide open. Because you've got yourself and how you feel about yourself and how you're feeling while you're in an interaction. You're monitoring that. You're not letting something get away from you or just kind of over including or being like, oh, I know they're a good person, I can feel it. People are people. And if someone has the best of intentions but they still fall short, that needs to be looked at. So I think this is about taking it slow and yay for the nice connection, but you first. And if and when that starts to sour, it is through no fault of your own. That is someone with their behavior choices and their character and how they choose to treat other. If they're not doing right, no excuses for them. No overextending. Oh, they just had a bad. Don't stick around for that. You deserve better. You came from that. So for the Scorpios I'm reading for. And so this is about keeping your self-esteem and how you feel about how someone's treating you the focus, so that you can kind of, I hate to say it, but reprogram and not fall for that anymore. So that when something starts to sour, if you've got you and your feelings and how you feel about it as a focus, it's not going to come as out of the blue or any kind of surprise. You'll be like, well, it ran its course. That was good for the time being, but they kind of got weird, so I had to go. You're not disloyal if you do that. You owe them nothing, especially if they treat you like if they're not treating you very nicely. I don't like that whole loyalty thing. Like, well, they're just going through a bad period. Okay, maybe they can call you when they're done with it. Nobody deserves to stick around to be a doormat or be treated less than just because someone's had a bad day or bad week or whatever. No. Loyalty or love does not ask that of anybody. Could be quite generous, but even that has its limits, you know? It's just 3 of Swords. Scorpio. Ace of Wands. Okay. Okay, so, all right. So with that keeping you front and center and not sort of turning, someone bringing you, a bottle of raindrops in an artisan jar, whatever, into a whole thing, not overdoing it with that and kind of going all in just because someone showed some kindness. There might be some uncomfortable truths or some like, with this new start. It might not be all that, but I like it. Do you know why? Because you're not 6 months in wondering what the heck happened. You're monitoring how you feel and how you're treated along the way. And if it's run its course, it's run its course. So this is you not sticking around past its due date because you monitored a situation as you went along. Does that mean it's going to end in heartache or ending? No, it does not. It just means you're going to be very realistic and you're going to be able to see what could possibly come as a result instead of just assuming good intentions all the time and not having any perspective. I think there's a tendency, like I said, for you to be over generous or over forgiving or loyal to a fault. And that needs to be put in check because when something's run its course, it's run its course. No sticking around after that in the name of fairness, justice, balance, loyalty. You be loyal to you first. And then we've got the Three of Swords here with the Ace of Wands. So there might be some uncomfortable truths. You might have to take it slower than you would like. You might even be like, oh, it's not all that, because you might be so in the habit. You might find that you were so in the habit of kind of making it work and making something into this or that, or just taking it and run with it. All they have to do is show up. I got this. This is challenging that. No more of that. This is you readjusting to this new sort of self-esteem. And because of that, you're going to be like, oh, it's not what I thought it was. I mean, it can be fun. It could be a nice thing, but I don't think it's going to be what I wanted it to be. So I might not be here for very long. So this could very well be you leaving a situation because you're not willing to make it into something it isn't anymore. I say romance because, this is my default, but this very well could be a job, family member, anything else. But this is kind of you starting something new, feeling a connection to it, but reserving judgment, going along and realizing that, I'm not sure this is what I thought it would be, but it still could be at least this. But this is all about you having a healthy perspective of what you're spending time with and not making it into the next big greatest thing, being realistic about it, keeping you and your self-esteem and your personal goals first and foremost. And when it's time to go, you go. This is sort of rewriting or re-imprinting someone betraying you. Because I think it's really easy to blame someone for being this or that or whatever. But if you look at it honestly, oftentimes you overstayed your welcome, or you could have gotten out earlier, but you didn't. And somehow you're angry. That could be, and I'm saying everybody, I'm not just saying you, that could be you being angry at yourself because you stayed out of loyalty and, well, I'd feel bad. If I left, I'd feel guilty. But then it didn't end up working out, and there's all this heartache and sadness. So it's like lesser of two evils, right? Point being, that's getting redefined. You're not going to do that anymore. You're not going to overstay your welcome. You're going to cut your ties after what you've been through when things start being unfair, when the cycle has ran its course. And yeah, it might hurt a little bit, but this is also wisdom learned because you could see it coming. So then if you stay, it's a choice. So no beating yourself up for, man, I shouldn't. No, I chose to stay. I won't do that again, but I did this time, and that's that. It's much less of a blow to your self-esteem, and you're not as mad at yourself because you recognize and are outspoken about your choice. It's like a conscious choice. It's not trying to, as a means to an end. Well, if I stay, then they're going to owe me for this, and then I know I'm belaboring this, but this is very layered. And this right here, this is almost like it speaks to wanting. I'm trying to give an example. It's like when you go out with a big group of people and there's someone that's really inclusive and shares all their personal details and takes control of where everybody's going to eat and do what, and they're just talking and keeping the conversation going and this and that. It's almost like they're trying to forward manage the interaction so that nothing that'll happen will disappoint them because they're in charge of it. That's what this feels like. And this is you not doing that. This is you wanting to do that, but this is you not doing that, probably because I talked your ear off and you're like, okay, I don't want to hear it again, so I'm not going to do that. No. But not running away with this romantic feeling, but keeping your self-esteem focused and being realistic about what's going on. That's going to save you from feeling like you were complicit in your own betrayal later, or just feeling like, wow, what happened? I thought everything was going so well. Well, yeah, because you were doing all of it. This person, all they had to do was show up. You're worth more than that. And I know you know that. So anyway, I don't think this is the heartbreak that it typically is for this situation. I think this is more about accepting and realizing that this is not everything and all the be it end all, and being okay with that and still being able to kind of, have your fun with it, with this new thing, but it's not going to be Pentacles worthy. It's more like just for the time being worthy. And I felt like saying all of that because I feel like for the Scorpios I'm reading for, I feel like you're kind of a powerhouse and you very easily can get what you want and how you want it. And I don't know that this situation is worth it yet. I think you're going to find that it's just sort of a temporary thing or just kind of fun for now, but it's not going to be what you wanted or thought it was. And it could be that it's because it might be a lot more work than you're willing to do, I mean, maybe this could happen if you're willing to do like how you used to do, which is kind of machinate and control, and all they have to do is show up, you'll take care of everything else. Who wants to do that, And this jumped. This is going to jump. 2 of Cups. All right, so it might feel like this, but just give it time so that you can see things realistically and see how someone's doing their part or not. And you're going to be judging as you go, so that you don't feel like something just happened out of the blue and how is that fair and why. This is you being realistic about everything. All right, Scorpio. Two of Swords. You know what, something just occurred to me. Just not for nothing, but we got this new beginning here, which is really exciting and fun. But I think there's almost, I think new beginnings are exciting for a little bit for you, but then I think they bore you. For the Scorpios I'm reading for, I think that you want to hurry up with the newness. Let's just get back into where we're really familiar and we're kind of swimming around inside each other. Because I think for the Scorpios I'm reading for, you really like to go to the depths. And so this whole newness and this whole, I think that's why there might be like a rush and sort of overlooking a lot of things, is because you crave that depth with someone. And so new is like surface level and you want that depth. So that could be another reason why there's just like, yeah. I'll take care of everything. Just show up. I just really want to get this show on the road, 2 of Swords. Okay. And that's what I should do. Shut my mouth. Let you think. Taking some time to think about this. Taking some time to think. During, before, after, all of that. Give yourself time. That's for Scorpio. Leadership. Set your goals. That's what this is right here. Set your goals. And if someone's goals don't match yours, or if you're having to do it for both of you, I mean, look at that realistically. Look at the equality or the give and take in the relationship realistically. Someone else's deficit is not your responsibility, So this is about setting goals, setting what you want, figuring out what you want, and sticking to that. And if it falls short, acknowledging that, and when you're done, and then you progress to the next, or not. But you keeping you focused and what you want, and someone is in your life by your hand and your design. Not like, all right, someone showed up, let's make it work. We're all human. We all do it. We all see it. Is that commercial when someone walks by with that blue hair or something, and they're like, and he's like, we all see it. We all see it. Same thing. We all do it. Or we don't, but either way, it happens. Scorpio. This feels like the Strength card because of the lion and the lady. Okay, so we've got okay. So this could be a long distance relationship that you're like, meh. This could be things aren't living up to the expectations or potentials. Like there's so much there, but it's just falling short and you're not sure if you want to do this. And sometimes you can't help yourself and you do it anyway just because you can't stand the stagnation. You want to get this show on the road. This could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. So it's kind of like it's got this potential, but how much work do you want to do? How much of a commitment are you going to have to make here? And are they in it? Is this what you really want? It might have started off strong, or the potential for it, but perhaps it's just a friendship. Perhaps it's something that makes you feel good for the time being, but it's minimal, it's not lasting. You'll be gauging that as you go. Shutting up, it's been 20 minutes. All right. Okay, so I just want you to take it slow. I feel like you either just met someone or you're going to be meeting someone and you're going to initially click, but just let it will out. All right, shutting up now, really, for reals. 21 minutes. I hope this was helpful, Scorpio. I'm my voice betrays me. I'm excited for the new, because this is new. This is new. This is not that, Joker coming in from the past and taunting and whatever. This is new. So new for you also too, in keeping it you focused. All right. Much love to you. I hope to see you in the next reading. And I hope you have a good September. Okay. All right. You take care.